hoes, texting my hoes, texting my hoes.
Yeah, so with the Adam Ray shows, it's hard to keep track of them because it feels like he posts a lot of videos, right? Like a lot of live shows.
Yeah, a lot of live shows.
Multiple times a week. It feels like. Maybe not, but
it almost seems like he's building to something.
So with that kind of character, because Adam Ray, since he does the Dr. Phil character, but then he does other characters, will he do a special as Dr. Phil?
I'm pretty sure he'll do a
like is that the play?
Dr. Phil. I think that's the point. I think he'll have his own little live show where he's Dr. Phil. So
I think you almost have to at this point.
I mean,
based on who he is.
I'm actually surprised with more comedians that they haven't done anything like that.
Like a character type thing?
A whole character thing. I mean, look at Shane Gillis. He could do an entire hour-long show as Trump.
In fact, he could have Adam Ray on as Biden and do the whole riffing that they did on Kill Tony.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility to do it.
That video has 40 million views. It's more like it has more views than any of the regular like news channel clips, like by a long shot. Not even.
Well, it's always, I think that always surprises me. I watch news videos. I'll see how many people are currently watching or how many likes it gets. Then I see a comedian do the exact same thing, and within 20 minutes they already have 1 million views, 1 million likes, subscribers. And it's, why aren't we getting the news from them? Like, I would rather have, Shane Gillis or Adam Ray or Tony Hinchcliffe or any other comedian basically read me the news, but do it their way.
That's kind of what they do. I mean, well, yeah, I know what you're saying.
But like the actual news,
the actual
like not,
news.
Not something that happened 20 years ago where, they make, 9/11 jokes or they make, whatever type of jokes. Just like have them sit there in a character and actually perform the news. Like that would be the ultimate thing.
It's just, to me, the crazy part now is like we have all these amazing shows on YouTube, like the Kill Tonys and the Dr. Phil's, all this. And and as big as they are, like Kill Tony's huge, obviously, but there's a lot of people who've still never heard of it. Yeah. So you have your own little silos of stuff that you watch. Like we watch Kill Tony or we watch whatever it is. The Whiskey Ginger stole our name. Yep. All that stuff. And then but then like people are like, what's Kill Tony? I've never heard. Who's Adam Ray? Dr. Phil? What? They mean the Dr. Phil on TV? No. Yeah, Adam Ray. No. The way better version of Dr. Phil. Yeah. And we love Dr. Phil.
The upgrade.
Actually, the one where he had Dr. Phil on, I think this is a couple months back. Yeah. One of the best ones.
Yep. It's always great when you have a person doing a persona, interviewing that person they're doing a persona of, because it's just, you get so caught up in it of like, oh, this person's a better person than the original, or when they ask questions that are a little intrusive, it's just great to know what their answers are and then how they respond to it.
And by now he has it so honed in with who that character is. Like every time you watch it, it feels like more and more specific to like he'll advertise his book, Dr. Phil's book on there. And he has like he obviously knows mentions Robin, or is that the wife's name?
The wife, yeah.
He's got it down.
Yeah.
Definitely has it down. I will say the Adam Ray moment, this isn't supposed to be an Adam Ray appreciation podcast, although it can be.
It could
just leave a super chat.
It could be a comedian appreciation podcast for all I care.
Well, it's a little bit of that. I mean, we're getting very aroused speaking about it, but that's an aside. I would say that with Adam Ray specifically, you're so easy to break.
That's true.
You're a broken.
Facts.
That's his stage name. He dances over at the Spearmint Rhino in Hemet, California. Check him out.
I also go to comedy clubs in downtown San Diego and get grabbed by
that's a story.
Louis J. Gomez. Louis J. Gomez grabbed me at a comedy show while I was on stage with him, and it was probably the highlight of 2025.
So Louis J. just came out with a comedy special, which it sounds like it went amazing. I think Bobby Kelly directed it. But we went and saw him over here in San Diego back in April, and it was an incredible set. And Sean participated in the show.
Yeah, I got called up on stage, and it was to show that, you know, guys can be funny no matter what. And to prove that point, he grabbed me by the crotch, and needless to say, the crowd loved it.
I was thinking about it, though. I mean, it was one of the best act outs I've ever seen in a comedy show, like ever.
Yeah.
I've never seen an act out where a comedian grabs your
Yeah, it wasn't just
package.
like haha, funny. Like, it's a, like, grabbed at me. Like, yeah. And then to make matters better, he told me to grab him, and, well, let's just say we were touching each other on stage.
Yeah, that's a lifelong memory for sure. But
Yeah.
it's crazy because, like, now the more I think about it, the point he's trying to make is kind of also a diss to guys too. When you think about it, because he's talking about, like, I think he was poking fun at how a lot of comics will just tell dick jokes.
Yeah.
Because dick jokes always elicit a laugh. Like, there's always laughter for the most part.
Yeah.
You can make dick jokes funny pretty easily versus vagina jokes.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a little more.
Vagina jokes are offensive to people.
Well, so the whole bit was we were sitting there. We were in the front row at Lewis's show.
Yep.
First of all, you want to talk about the comic before Lewis?
I do not.
Well, so he was a local guy. I thought like his act was pretty good, but he talked to us at one point because I think we were sharing a fries or something.
We had fries that were sitting on the table in front of us, and he just happened to look down and asked if we were sharing fries, and somebody decided to say yes, but in a very gay.
It felt like that was where the instinct went, because I thought that's what he was getting at with that comment. So I was like, okay, I'll play into it, like whatever.
Yeah, and needless to say, the crowd got a giant laugh out of that.
It was one of the biggest pops of the night.
Yeah,
so that happened, but that ended up being a good bit for that comic. Like, he kind of riffed us a little bit, and then Lewis comes on, and Lewis's whole thing, I would assume that's probably in his special. He probably,
I hope it's in a special. Because
we're sitting in the front row like that, and Sean was the closest one to the actual stage to get on the stage. So he's just like, hey, you come up here. And good for you, man. I think you played it perfectly. Honestly, like, you didn't really lean into anything. You kind of just went with it.
Well, originally in my head, I wanted to kind of play into it to get more laughs, but then I realized it's not my show. I'm not the center of.
He's the headliner.
Yeah, so
let him dictate.
I figured, okay, so I did what any guy would normally do when somebody goes down and grabs you. I scooted back, like,
which is what he wanted.
Like, whoa, and then he did it again. It was just like okay, and then he's like, now grab me, and it was just like I'm sorry, what? He's like, yeah, go ahead and grab me. It's like, okay, and then it was like, go for it, and then yeah, do it again. It's like, I don't know if I have to buy him dinner now, like.
No, you took him to the strip club.
We did end up going to a strip club that they said if you attended, you get in for free, but they neglected to say he had to be there for you to get in.
And also Lewis drove all over San Diego County.
He went to the wrong one. He went to the one down the freeway, so he was late.
Yeah, he was like 30 minutes late. We're waiting out there.
Yeah, we waited outside. We went to a bar next door, had some drinks, played some pool, listened to some DMX.
Played some touch tunes. That's another conversation.
And then eventually went back over. He shows up, go in. He disappeared. Got a private dance. And then...
It was also a weird venue because they didn't have any alcohol.
Yeah, no alcohol.
Dry.
So we got 2 liquid deaths to go and went back home.
Yeah.
But all in all, the comedy show was definitely like the best part of the night.
I remember that was a stretch too, where it was Lewis, and then the next week it was Dave Smith.
Yeah.
And then Big J was like a month,
there.
Which is kind of weird to schedule them that close.
Yeah.
Like, I know from a ticket book, because Dave's fans are going to be a lot of Lewis's fans.
Yeah.
And people typically won't go back-to-back weeks like we didn't. Sorry, but it's just not very convenient to have to go back there a second week right after that. So it would have been nice if they spaced them out a little better. Maybe we would have been more likely to go if it was like a couple months down the road.
Yeah, you do one, then 2 months you do another, then 2 months you do another.
Like Jim Norton's down there in October, and I'm considering that a little bit. Also, T.J. Miller.
Ooh.
He's an amazing stand-up. T.J. Miller's phenomenal.
You know, speaking of T.J. Miller, I actually just watched the Emoji Movie this morning while I was killing time.
His claim to fame right there.
Yeah. Hey, if you haven't watched it, it's a good movie, all right?
My favorite is still She's Out of My League.
Yes.
There's just something about it. I don't like it's during that era where you had all these like kind of cookie cutter comedies, but they're funny, like funny, like stupid comedies. Like it was right after the Judd Apatow ones. I love the scene where he's in the apartment with her and her parents surprise visit them in the apartment, and she's like, they're canoodling on the couch, and then something happens, and then her parents walk in immediately after that.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's almost like one of those American Pie moments in a movie.
It's the story of our high school lives.
High school lives, freaking.
Okay, sorry.
We're still a little quick to the trigger, even now.
Your college life, my bad.
My now life. You're welcome. Literally right now. That's why I have the camera pointed up. We're not gonna divulge anything else. No. But yeah, I'm excited. I love the way they're doing comedy specials now, where they just release it on YouTube. Yeah, and it's such a casual thing. Like they'll release it and then they'll do the podcast rounds for a couple weeks. But I love that versus the whole, oh, you gotta watch it, either it's on Netflix or you gotta buy it somewhere. That's such a weird thing. Like that's such a not thing anymore. Remember back in the day, you'd have to buy a comedy special or like wait for it to drop.
You had to wait for it to drop on DVD to be able to watch it. We had to watch Eddie Murphy, Chris Tucker, Richard Pryor, anything that we had to do for watching comedy. We had to get at Blockbuster Video, Hollywood Video, rent it, and then that was it. Nowadays, I go on YouTube and I watch full specials, and
do you know the last
way better?
One of the last Blockbusters is in Australia.
That's not a surprise.
Perth, Western Australia. There's a Blockbuster there.
Oh, now I got to see if my membership account is still active.
That's what I was going to check. Can you take a card in there? Will it?
I'm pretty sure you can take a card and see what happens.
It's Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Say, put some shrimp on the Barbie and let's watch some movies.
See, you got to go in there and you got to really sell it and ask if they have Crocodile Dundee 1, 2, and 3, and where's the best place to get a Foster's.
Yeah.
And then they'll kick you out for life.
I gotta say, that's still one of my biggest mind Fs. Because I just assumed in Australia, everybody, you just think they drink Foster's.
But that's the whole thing with the Australian culture and movies and shows is that Foster's is the cheapest beer, and it's the easiest for them to get endorsements from to be able to market it and then think, oh, well, Foster's beer, that's, the beer of Australia, or Outback Steakhouse is the restaurant of Australia, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I wouldn't even want to know how they do it for Americans in foreign countries with their movies, Is it Budweiser? Is it Coors? Bud Light? Every American has a breakfast with a gun on their table.
So that's a thing, I guess, in some of these countries. I think even some places in Australia, but definitely in the UK, they'll have Budweiser. Like American themed beers are a thing now in these other countries. It's like you'll go to Benidorm, which is some kind of crappy. I mean, it's in Spain. It's a nice. It looks nice, but it's like where all the UK like Jet2 holiday people, go down. And they'll have Budweiser, but as kind of an Americana joke kind of thing, like, hey, here's your American lager, here's your American beer, but it's like they're LARPing, they're trying to pretend to be American or whatever.
Yeah,
as a joke, it's a joke thing. It's like, why would you guys are importing our worst stuff? Sorry to say.
I was confused. I thought he said being American was a joke, and I was almost inclined to agree with him at one point.
Wow. Well, we're getting canceled.
I mean,
small town ginger, dude. Keep it wholesome. Solange.
Solange.